As you guys know, my life has changed a lot over the last year. I went from being a morning reporter for a local station in Cincinnati to a full-time YouTuber. So I thought it'd be fun to compare what my morning looked like then and what it looks like now. And as you could probably imagine, the biggest difference is what time my alarm goes off. Guys, my eyes just opened approximately 10 seconds ago. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't have time to wake up before recording this because I have to be on air, ready, and actually looking awake by 5. Nowadays, I wake up at 6:40 and I have to do a voiceover here because Zach gets up after me and I obviously don't want to wake him. But as someone who is self-employed, it is so important to have discipline. And overall, just like a solid routine, because technically I could wake up anytime I want, but is sleeping in until 9 or 10 going to be good for me? No, definitely not. And you know what? This varies person to person. Some people are night owls. They are most productive when the sun goes down, and that's when they get their work done. But for me, oh my gosh, I am just so unproductive after dinner. And I know that about myself. So I know I have to squeeze it all in the morning and then obviously into the afternoon as well. But the morning really sets me up to have a good day. I love getting in a workout first thing in the morning. So I go to a 7:15 class at Burn Boot Camp. And it's just the perfect way for me to just like start everything. And by the way, this puffer, best thing ever, is from Free People. I'm going to link it below because they just came out with all of these new colors. I'm obsessed. But anyway, when I was a reporter, I had no choice but to work out at like 5 or 6 p.m. And I honestly hated that. I love being able to get my workout in first thing. Very next thing I do is I need to check my story. This is a detailed list of everything that's gonna be happening in our morning show. You have different show times. Right now I'm in the 5 o'clock show. So the first thing I do is I see when is my first hit time. I can see my name right there, CBU, that's my initials. And it looks like my first hit time is 5:06, and I can confirm this is indeed what I was supposed to be covering. One thing that is bound to happen at least once a week is your story getting changed, whether it's because of breaking news or something more significant, where I wake up thinking I'm covering one thing and then, oh wait, I'm covering a completely different thing, and I kind of have to scramble. And sometimes I'm covering something that's an hour away, an hour and a half away. Like, there are definitely some morning treks that we have to make. And right now I am putting all of my scripts in for the 5 o'clock, the 5:30, 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, all the shows I'm in this morning so that it is good to go. Most days I am home by 8:15, but this does vary. Sometimes I go grocery shopping or I run some errands. If I don't have any of that, I'm home by 8:15, and what I do every single morning to start my day, I read 2 books, preferably outside because I am trying to take advantage of this weather while we have it. I know we don't have it that much longer, but the first book is called The Daily Stoic. Each and every day of the year has a passage, and it's just really cool to be able to reflect on. And then the second one is just a book for my own personal pleasure, if you want to call it that. This one I just started, but I'll have a full review on my Instagram story highlight. I review every single book I read, and I love doing that. But today was a hair wash day. Obviously not every day is. I hate the days that are. It just takes me that much longer to get ready, but I do my full skincare routine. I moisturize my whole body. Somehow, some way, guys, I used to not do that, and that's very disturbing for me to look back on. Before I blow dry my hair, I usually put in the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Conditioner, which just makes it so soft, so shiny. Love that stuff. And then one of the best parts about my schedule is I can sneak in chores like into my morning routine, for example, laundry. After that, I go downstairs and I just like love how much natural light there is. That is my key to happiness. If it's dark, if it's dreary, I'm just not in a good mood, but I love having all of the windows open. Like, I just love natural light. I do have a cup of coffee every morning. It's so freaking good. It's like the highlight of my morning. And then I make myself a banana smoothie. I just do 1 frozen banana, water, and then I do the 1UP chocolate vegan protein powder. I'm obsessed. I've been obsessed with this for the past couple of months. It's just so freaking good. And now, my friends, we are entering sacred ground because this is where the magic happens. And when I say magic, I truly do mean magic. A lot of miracles are performed here. And this is what my getting ready setup looks like nowadays, which honestly was like my biggest dream in life, to have a vanity for getting ready. I'm obsessed, I love it. Definitely an upgrade from my old getting ready space. By the way, can I let you in on a little secret? I actually can't even sleep in until my alarm, which is so pathetic and so sad. I don't know what it is. It's just like my body just knows I need to get up. So that was anxiety. I later learned it was for a couple of reasons. So first of all, I was scared I was going to oversleep and miss work. I mean, just waking up that early, I just had that in the back of my mind of just the fear. It only happened once in my entire 5-year reporting career. I didn't miss work, but I was supposed to wake up at 2 o'clock. I woke up at 3:30. Yeah, like I was supposed to be at work at that time. Meanwhile, I had to get ready, all of that. And the reason that happened in my sleep, something I did every so often, I almost feel like it was my subconscious telling me don't go to work. I would turn off my alarms. Yeah, like what kind of psychopath does that? For my job, every minute matters. Yeah, I'm live at 5, but there are times it's breaking news and I have to be live by 4:25 in the morning, which is when our show actually comes on air. I never knew what was happening while I was sleeping. I mean, while I'm fast asleep, there could be some crazy breaking news situation an hour away, and like that was just always in the back of my mind. Like, what is going to happen this morning? What's going down? Yes, I'm naturally a morning person, but this goes beyond being a morning person. I mean, I'm practically being like a night person right now, and this is very necessary. I feel like you can have the best attitude in the world, but it shows. It can show on my face. I do get under eye bags. I get circles. I look tired. There's no, I mean, I guess you can hide it with makeup, but when the makeup comes off, I mean, there's no hiding that I do look tired quite a bit. I obviously still wear makeup, but I don't wear nearly as much. Like this right here is as much under eye concealer as I would put on nowadays, which is like seriously a fourth of what I had to put on for the news. I say had to because obviously I didn't have to, but I looked so tired. Like my under eye bags and the circles were so dark. So it has felt so nice to just be able to like have a more natural makeup routine and not feel embarrassed of my under eye bags when I'm not wearing makeup. Obviously I still have them, it's just not as crazy. And I also just love not being rushed while getting ready. Like it's so nice to do this all at a leisurely pace. I get to take my time, I get to really enjoy it because I do enjoy getting ready. And by the way, you might notice I changed my robe. I do a little Russian roulette with robes in the morning when I'm getting ready because when I get out of the shower, I want my big, comfy, fuzzy robe, like a nice warm hug. But then when I'm getting ready, I almost want like a, kind of just like a pop of color, something to brighten my spirits. This is from Victoria's Secret, I can link it below. But yeah, I'm very passionate about my robes. And the craziest thing, I don't know any other way of life. I graduated college, I moved to Ohio 3 days later, and I've been a reporter, a morning reporter, ever since. So I don't know what it's like to work a full-time 9-to-5 job. And funnily enough, I still don't know what it's like to be a normal human because obviously I don't work a normal 9-to-5 right now as a full-time content creator. So still wondering what that life is like. And also, I really wish I had discovered cream blush when I was a reporter because I feel like it just would have looked so good on camera. Now comes time to pick out an outfit. As you can see, I have an entire closet dedicated to my work dresses, which I feel like every reporter has to do. You just have so many of them, and as you can see, these are color coordinated so that it's very appealing to the eye, but it doesn't get any easier. I hate picking out an outfit. I feel like, does anyone else feel me on this one? I have like 4 dresses I like, and all the other ones are just filler dresses. So I actually sold most of my TV news dresses when I left the industry, but I did keep some of my favorites for if I one day get a corporate job that requires me to be in the office. Obviously, I just don't need like a million bright colored dresses like I did when I was a TV reporter. So in my office is my work wardrobe, and then if we head downstairs, I have my main closet, and this contains just like all of my day-to-day outfits. And it's funny, some things never change. I'm still so bad at picking out outfits every day. Like, I just don't like it. I just like to wear the same thing every day. I don't know. Honestly, I blame going to Catholic school because I grew up from, age 3 to my senior year of high school, like after graduating, wearing a uniform. Obviously wasn't the most stylish thing in the world, but at least it took the guessing out of every day of my life. And I struggle, for sure. All right, this is one that I don't hate, I don't love, just feeling very neutral about it. And one hidden secret of TV news reporters, pretty much 9 times out of 10, we're not wearing good shoes. This is what a typical outfit will look like for me now. I mean, I just threw a jean jacket over a dress. I usually wear like my white sneakers I'm all about the comfort. I will never be one of those people who could like wear stilettos or, I don't know, just comfort is everything. This is what I normally wear. As for my TV makeup, I mean, pretty much I have this down to a science by now. After doing this for 4 years, I feel like I've really come to realize what looks good on air, and I've also definitely realized what does not look good on air because let's just say I've made a few fashion or beauty mistakes, quite a few. But my go-to look is pretty neutral eyes that are bold though, like bold neutral. I'm not out here wearing purple eyeshadow, but it definitely is like a bold, especially like I really like putting black eyeshadow on my waterline. It makes my eyes look bigger, and then neutral lips. So nowadays my makeup looks a lot different, a lot. Like I rarely wear eyeshadow. I'm never wearing like under eyeliner. These lips are actually big for me. I normally don't go for like a bold lip, but I was feeling it today. But yeah, I'm just way more natural with my makeup just because, I mean, I understand why I did what I did back then. It looks a lot better on camera. It pops more, especially with the lighting. Like you could be wearing a pound of makeup and it looks like you're fresh-faced on camera with the TV lighting. It just doesn't show. So I much prefer doing my makeup nowadays because I would feel self-conscious if I went anywhere after work. Like if I went grocery shopping, I'm like, these people are probably like, why is this girl like a cake face wearing so much makeup to the grocery store at noon or whatever time I got off work? So yeah, I definitely like my makeup a lot better nowadays. The very last thing I do each morning is I pour my tea, and I get a lot of questions naturally about how much caffeine I drink each morning. As soon as people find out what time I wake up, they pretty much always say, oh my gosh, you must live on coffee, and I really don't. First of all, I don't drink coffee because it upsets my stomach even though I love the taste, so I'm a green tea drinker, and I only let myself drink 2 cups a day. I can drink decaffeinated, but I really don't want to rely on caffeine. Like I want my body to know, hey, if you're not sleeping, you're not getting this. There's only one way to make you feel good, and it's to get sleep. I still stand by that 100%, but I am a coffee drinker nowadays. As long as I just have 1 small cup a day, I'm okay with my stomach problems, and I don't use caffeine to get energy. I just like the taste of it. So I'll just have 1 cup of coffee in the morning. 95% of the time, that's all I have. But then sometimes in the afternoon, I just am in the mood for green tea. So still not a big caffeine drinker. I'd rather get my energy through sleep. And let's be real, it's a lot easier to do nowadays.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day, nights, and late nights.
Oh my gosh, we have had a wild past couple of minutes. So at the spot we normally go to for a city view, we pull up, or I pull up, there's a couple that is just making out, like full on making out. They look up, they see me, and then they continue making out, and it made me nervous, and I fled the scene. And now we are at a new location, looks just as good, but there are no people making out here. I'm happy to confirm situations like this no longer happen to me. That was probably one of the most off-putting parts of the job. I mean, obviously in recent years, there's been just a lot of hatred toward the media, which was always so much fun. But specifically as the morning reporter, you saw it all, because I would be thinking to myself, like, I know why I'm out and about at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm doing my job, I'm going to work, but what are all of these people doing out at this time? And typically, if you are out at 3 in the morning and you're not working, you're probably up to no good. So definitely witnessed a lot of weird things. We're live and about. What time is it? What time is it? All right, it is 4:54. We are live in approximately 10 minutes. Hey, Bob, there is no one-size-fits-all to learning, and that has never been more true than right now. They didn't do too much work. They did enjoy their summer as well. For now, reporting live, Clancy Burke, Public 12 News. And by 9:30, I am at my desk ready to work. This varies a lot for me, and it can be different each and every day. Similar to when I was reporting, the biggest thing, the most time-consuming thing for me is sitting in front of my laptop and editing. It's also my favorite part though, so like I'm not complaining. It does take a lot of time. So usually when I wake up, there's something for me to edit. Like I just feel like I'm constantly filming, constantly editing. I might be shooting stuff for a brand, or I might just be planning, like going into my Google Cal and like planning out video content and all of that. But yeah, I try to like start work by 9:30. So definitely giving myself a lot more leeway than, for example, an 8 to 5 job or something like that. But I also don't want to start working at like noon, right? Like I just really try to avoid the whole sleeping in thing, getting lazy. I just think it's so easy to do. It's so easy to go down that path. So I'm making sure I don't go down that path. But yeah, I just thought this would be a fun little video to do, just showing you guys how different my life is now. I mean, obviously my life is very different, but even just my morning routine. And that is something I dreamed about when I was a reporter. Having a morning, waking up, like enjoying a cup of coffee or reading, like I just never had time for any of that. And so I have really, really, really enjoyed my mornings, and I'm so grateful. I really am. I cannot believe it's been over a year since I quit my job as a reporter. It does not feel real. I'm very, very grateful, and I'm so grateful for you guys because you make all of this so fun for me. Just like connecting with you and responding to your comments and your DMs, like it means the world. So if you are new to the family, to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more content, and then I will also have all of my social media pages linked below as well. But love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.